Hello, I'm Keith Robert Gordon, broker for Altru Realty. We're talking short sales today. So the idea of the short sale in today's market is that the market is falling right now. We're in September of 2022. I think we've already dropped a good 10%, maybe 12% since May of 22, which was the market high, and where we are now, which is September, October. I think we're down 12 points, and I think we're dropping another 10 points in the near future, which might cause some homeowners to want to short sale their home if they run into trouble. My name is Keith Robert Gordon. I'm the broker and co-founder for Altru Realty. So this is the video series on short selling your house. So as I go through a lot of nuances of a short sale in this video series, if you have any question at all, reach out to me, give me a call. I've sold over 4,000 homes. I've done many short sales. I'm an expert realtor. I'm an expert negotiator. I know pretty much everything there is to know about real estate. So if you have any questions at all, whether it's about a short sale or anything, feel free to call me. I'd be glad to speak with you. So welcome to my short sale video series. I'm going to answer a lot of questions you might have. And I'm not just going to tell you what I want you to hear from a realtor's perspective and a person that's done a lot of short sales. I want to tell you what I think you need to know, because we're talking about your credit, your future ability to buy a home. It's all very important. So I'm going to give you all kinds of disclosures that might not be good for realtors, but they're good for you. Very important that when you're talking about a short sale with a realtor, first thing you got to know is a realtor makes a commission on your short sale. Now, while the seller doesn't pay for any commissions or any closing costs whatsoever, full disclosure, that realtor makes a commission. The good news is you're just not paying it. So with a short sale, there's 3 words that you've got to make sure you adhere to, which is buy, build, or improve. So when you're talking about a short sale, you can't take money out of your house in a cash out situation and use that money for anything other than improving the home. You can't buy a boat or go on vacation and then ask the lender to do a short sale. They won't do it. So it's buy, build, or improve. The money in the short sale process has got to be in the home that you're short selling. Let's get to the second part of a short sale. Who qualifies? Not everybody qualifies for a short sale. First of all, it's got to be your primary residence. It can't be a second home or investment property. Plus, you need some kind of a hardship. Now, what does that mean, hardship? Well, you're going to have to write a letter to the lender, your primary lender, not your HELOC or second. And you just tell the primary lender that you have a hardship. Maybe it's you're making less money. Maybe inflation got the better half of you. You had a divorce. Anything can be a hardship. So you write the letter, and then we present that letter to the lender along with a real estate sales contract, which we'll talk about in a second, and in a short sale appraisal addendum. So we already talked about qualifying, the homeowner for the short sale process, but we also have to qualify the value of the home. What that means is when we present the final package to the lender, our contract has got to be an arm's length transaction. It can't be to a friend. It can't be to a relative. It's got to be arm's length and also high value. The lender is going to vet out our contract to make sure we got all the money, which means we can't leave $1 on the table. We got to fight for the lender's money. More on that in a second. When we establish a list price for a short sale, we do exactly the same process as we would do a traditional sale. We do a comparative market analysis. We talk to the seller, get all the data points they have for us. Our list price needs to be such that it will garner a full price offer and many offers. We don't take the first offer that comes in. We might wait 10 days, 20 days. We're going to find that highest offer for the lender because the lender is going to vet us out. They're going to do 2 broker price opinions. These are mini appraisals plus 2 real full real estate appraisals. And they're going to pay for this, of course, to make sure we did not leave any money on the table and cost them any money. Once we've established the correct list price, once we've gotten the highest buyer, we got to pick the right buyer as well. That's very important in the short sale process, maybe the most important point, because if you pick a buyer that's anxious for a home, that might not be the best buyer. A short sale takes anywhere from 80 to 150 days to close a short sale. So we have to pick a buyer willing to wait that time. Often it's an investor that's the best buyer. So once we've identified the right buyer, we've got the right price out there, we've got the right contract, then we present the short sale package to the lender. That would include your hardship letter, an as-is contract, and a short sale addendum with any other addendums the bank wants, along with any of your financial records that they're requesting. When the short sale is approved, then we have what's called an approved sale. We send you the approval. You'll get to review the approval documentation from the lender, which states what they're going to do and whether they're going to take our short sale or not. And once they approve it, then the time clock starts. That's where the inspection period starts, the time period for the buyer to get us their loan approval, etc. So everything is on hold until the lender approves the short sale, and then it starts a traditional sale process looking for a close date. Let's talk about the two things that are likely on your mind. So if I short sale the home, will I owe any taxes to the government? And how much will I owe the bank? Do I have to pay it back? The law, the federal law that enables a home seller to short sale a property and not have a tax bill, a 1099 from the lender, is the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2019. This act goes through the year 2025. What it does is it says to you as a home seller that you're not going to get a 1099 from the lender that says you sold the house $150,000 under the amount that you borrowed from, which is taxable in any other situation. But because they have this act in place, you will not receive a 1099 and you will owe no taxes on the loss that you didn't, you weren't able to pay back to the lender. So we're talking about short sales, and the reason why you're thinking of a short selling your home is because you've tried to sell it, you can't break even, you don't have 10 or 50,000 or 150,000 to bring to the closing table to fund your own short sale, so you're at the mercy of the lender. So what's happened in the past is most lenders, from what I've seen in the state of Florida, because I've done many short sales, do not go after homeowners for the deficiency. But there is a way to further mitigate that risk, which I'm going to talk about next. So now that we've talked about the IRS not getting paid any money for the deficiency because of the Appropriations Act of 2019, what about the lender? What about the deficiency? Because there's going to be a deficiency. So typically, banks in Florida have not gone after homeowners for the deficiency because in a short sale, they don't get a judgment automatically as they would in a foreclosure action. So if they're going to go after a home seller in a short sale, they have to first go to court, secure a judgment, and then pursue that judgment. They haven't done that in my experience, but there's another way to handle that risk as well, which I'm going to go into next. So we're talking about short sales. What I'm going to talk about now is how to get the lender to give us language in the approval letter that states that the lender will not go after the homeowner for the deficiency. So as a seller, you have leverage. The bank wants that property back because it's a non-performing asset. They want it back to clear it off their books. So what we're going to fight very hard for is for the lender to include language that states that they're going to release the homeowner from any liability for that deficiency. So again, we're talking short sales, and I'm trying to get all those disclosures out to you so you know what you're doing. And I'm going to tell you what to do during this process of how to manage a short sale. Everything, the good stuff, the bad stuff. Let's talk about something that's kind of tricky, the listing agreement. So when you sign a listing agreement with a realtor, make sure there's nothing in the commission section that would say something like, closing is not a prerequisite to earning a commission. Well, if you sign one of my Altru listing agreements, whether you're a short sale or not a short sale, we don't earn a commission unless you close. But most listing agreements out there have language that would trigger a commission due even if you don't close. So you got to make sure, and especially a short sale, that language is there that says no commissions are due to any brokerages or the agent that's working with you unless the short sale goes through and it's approved by the lender and you get the terms you're looking for. That's an important element of a short sale to me. And here's another important thing about a short sale, that your credit is going to take a hit when you do a short sale, but it's probably better than a foreclosure action. Here's the reason why. In a foreclosure action, the lender has up to 20 years to collect their judgment against you. So when they foreclose you out, if you're caught in that situation, they're going to get a judgment and they have a lot of time to collect on that judgment and even garnish your wages. Not so with a short sale necessarily. So the big difference between a short sale and a foreclosure is that with a short sale, most lenders will forgive the debt, forgive the shortage or the deficiency in the loan when you go through the short sale process. But what you want to look for, and this is what we're all driving for in the short sale, especially my team, is we're trying to get the lender to give us a full release to the seller, so when the short sale is over, they will not come after you for any deficiencies in the loan. So with a short sale, the seller can pay no fees, no costs, nothing. You cannot make any money from the sale, nor can you pay any of the expenses to sell your home. You were not paid for the title insurance policy, documentary stamps on deed, real estate commissions. You can pay absolutely nothing. The lender is going to pay all of the cost. So how do you pick an agent to do your short sale? Well, first of all, they must be very knowledgeable about contracts, short sale addendums, and they have to think like you're doing a straight sale. What I mean by that is you just can't present any offer to a lender and say, oh, here's my offer, $80,000 below market value, take my deal. They likely won't do it. They're going to do 2 BPOs, broker price opinions, which are these very casual realtor-based opinions of value. Plus, they'll probably do 2 full real estate appraisals, which they'll pay for. But your contract price has got to be a market deal. It can be slightly under market most of the time, but it needs to be an arm's length market transaction. None of those, oh, let's give you $100,000 under the value and see if the lender will take it. That won't fly with the lender. With any big decisions in your life, if you're contemplating a short sale, you might want to consult with your lawyer. Now, while we're very good at short sales and we're real estate experts, we're not attorneys. So when it comes down to that final approval letter, I would certainly retain an attorney and have them review the approval letter from your lender. So this concludes the short sale video series. Once again, very important process. Get the right list price. Make sure you're a short sale. Make sure you're a hardship. Dot all your I's, cross all your T's. Find the highest sale, present it to the lender, and then stay on top of that lender every day until that short sale is approved. Never stop. That's the role of the listing agent in a short sale. Your role is pretty much limited to just making sure the home is available to be shown and you are paying no fees or cost in a short sale. Seller can pay nothing. I hope you've enjoyed the short sale video series by Altru Realty. Again, my name is Keith Robert Gordon. If you have any questions about short sales, give me a call. I'll be glad to help you through the short sale process and make sure it's as smooth as possible for you. Thank you.